Well, I can't tell you what a happy day it was whenever Director Gillespie and Director Stone came to see me and said, we've got an idea to use some of the tobacco settlement funds to reduce that waiting list. Obviously, I embraced that, but that's great leadership on their part with the support of the Tobacco Commission. This means that we can start reducing that waiting list that meets the needs of families and really gives us a solution for the state that hopefully will be long-term.
I did a happy dance when I opened that letter, and I think they could hear me shouting in Little Rock. I was so excited because that to me was it was just a godsend. And our waiver person has been a godsend. She's actually an angel.
When my staff learned that the governor was redirecting this funding to the DDS waiver, they were thrilled. They see firsthand how much these services change lives of families and of people that we serve. We are so grateful to the governor. We're also so grateful to the Mayberries who really picked up this torch and ran with it.
And you know, we had great support in the legislature. I don't think that we had a single person vote against it in either the House or the Senate. It hit the governor's desk, and just as he promised, he signed it into law. And what that does is that $8.5 million then allows us to be able to leverage about $20 million in federal funds as well. So we've got a total of about $29 million, and this is on an annual basis. This is not one-time money. This is going forward with the tobacco settlement. And so that $29 million is being utilized to address the first portion of that list. You know, we've got about 3,000 families on there, and some of these families have been there for close to 10 years. And so we're looking at the folks who have been there the longest. Let's start with them and work our way on down.
Regan is doing things now that she's never done before on her own. Instead of Mom doing this for her now, I can say, now I know you can do this, Regan, because you do it for Miss Kim. So, I mean, it's just changed the whole dynamic in our household. We're not struggling every night. We're not fussing. But if she ever wants to move out and get her own apartment and live her own life, waiver is a way for her to do that in the future, because they are going to teach her the life skills that she needs. It opens up a new door for me even. I've never had a full-time job since Regan was born. I stayed home for 8 years with my girls, and I was blessed and lucky to be able to do that, and I'm not complaining because that's where I wanted to be. And then when we moved to Arkansas, I'm working part-time at an adult education center in Benton. I would love to be able to add more hours to my job or even go full-time. And so that's going to, having waiver is going to allow me to do that. What can I say? There's not enough good that I can say about this program. And I'm so blessed. I want to thank Governor Hutchinson. I want to thank DHS. I want to thank Ms. Ford for walking us through the process. I want to thank Friendship Community Care and Bryant. And I want to thank Ms. Kim and Ms. Shannon and those who have been willing to work with Regan. I mean, Kim loves her. Shannon loves her. I know they love her. I can see it. So she has, you know, other people in her lives that can step in and maybe help fight those battles for her, to take care of her, to show her how to be independent and more independent. To be able to shampoo and rinse your hair in the shower. You know, who celebrates that? Well, special needs families, you know? When you're 19 and you've never done that on your own before and you do that for the first time, it's a special time. I mean, there were tears. Celebratory tears, joyful tears.
Well, it's really gratifying whenever you see the heart of a parent that wants the best for their child, and that you address it, you work with others in a team fashion, and you come up with a solution that's not permanent. We're not fixing it for everyone, but we're starting to reduce that wait list it's probably one of the most gratifying things you can do as governor, to be a part of that solution.
I mean, the changes, the positive changes that I've seen in Regan already have been amazing, amazing.